the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 1107. We're back again.
Do it live.
Doing it live.
1107?
1107.
What happened while I was gone?
What do you mean?
You guys had some podcasts, huh?
Yeah,
I missed a couple episodes.
Two of them.
Yeah.
Two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's 1107 now.
We're getting close.
But everyone, you know what? Everyone did a good job, you know, and it was cool. It was cool to have people come and fill the void, you know? You leave a void behind you.
Yeah, I checked in the first night and watched a little bit of it, and it was Jeff, you, Asterios, and Scott. Like, if I'm going to miss one, that's a good one to sit at home and watch.
It went pretty well.
And then I didn't get to catch a lot Saturday when it was Jeff and Monty, but somebody messaged me and said Monty said that Jeff and Monty were better than me.
Oh yeah, he did.
So
say
I
that.
figured it must have been a good show then.
He did say that. Yeah, give the stream a like, guys. Also, we're back onto it tonight for all of our patrons, $10 and above. We will be doing yet another chapter of fan fiction, a memoir by Brent Spiner, inspired by real events.
Real events.
With Gail Korchula.
Yeah, Gail's lust for Brent transcends space, time, and fictional media.
Yeah. Yeah, and also Vance Global, use code PEASANTS to get 20% off your entire order. And people are telling me that it's legit. People are like the people who did the Delta 8, the THCO, the CBD, the gummies. That's what most of the people are raving about.
Yeah, the gummies, those are the ones that you were on when the RV was in town.
Yes.
And you were geeked.
Yeah, me and Joe were we were trying to find the RV, and he knew where it was. It was just I wasn't prepared to navigate, but he was like, navigate to this place. And I'm trying to do it, and it's not working, and I'm really high. And we keep, like, making the wrong turns. It took us, like, 15 extra minutes to get there because we kept, like, missing things.
And use code peasants and miss a whole lot, too.
And then he was like, I think I'm high now.
That's how good it is.
Yes, it was so good. I got Joe high just by, like...
just by misdirection.
Just by being in a car with him.
Yeah, that's good though. That's that good stuff. Because I won't do it because I'm scared I'll get super high and never come back.
That's why I haven't done the THCO yet.
Right, you're still
because I hear people being like, I took one of those and it lasted all day.
Yeah,
like 24 hours, like crazy high.
Yeah, you don't have enough time off to test that.
I don't. I would need like a good amount of time where I don't leave the house.
Yeah,
to just lay around. I got too much going on.
Yeah,
man. So yeah, we're back again. We've got some fun stuff planned for tonight. Don't forget to use code PEASANTS at checkout, though. Get 20% off. So, did you see the thumbnail?
Seb McHug says, Billy, you effing pussy. Goddamn, if I was your dad, I'd be very disappointed.
Why?
My dad's dead! But he also gave me tons of weed. He loved me. If you were my dad, I'd be such a beta little bitch. But I'm not, Stabby. I can choose not to do drugs and still whip my hair back and forth.
Whoo. All right. I guess it's time to do this.
Let's go.
Hey, Boglum Chronicles.
Yeah.
Sake. I've been drinking sake tubes.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch touch me. TP, are they gonna touch me?
King Cobra says Saki, like key. Saki.
Swacky.
The Saki saga.
Swacky.
Yeah, so, here's a happy Halloween message from Sub-Zero, actually.
Oh, no.
What is up, Earthworm creatures? It is your boy Sub-Zero here. And,
Does Sub-Zero talk like that? Does Sub-Zero go, it is your boy, Sub-Zero?
So he went from, like, 8 to Sub-Zero now is the age range?
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to do this. Hold on.
Sub-Zero.
Oh, sorry, I was out late night partying with Scorpion. And, well, that'll work. That Scorpion, I'll give it to the guy. Even though he's an asshole, he's really worked hard and he's done great for himself. He owns like 5 fucking companies now and
what?
Drives a yellow Lamborghini. Hey, but you know what? Sub-Zero, I still got a bigger fucking you know what I'm saying? I got a bigger
you got a what?
Glacier in my pants. I can't think of the word. Whatever. My ice sword, okay? I'm packing the heat, bro. Scorpion.
The heat?
Just a little gherkin. And
is he trying to be funny?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is his stand-up special. He's special in the short bus way, but it's still his stand-up special.
Anyways, got lots to talk about with Jared Genesis, my homie. Respect. He's still out here grinding. He got back on the internet this year. Good on him for that, bro.
It's funny because no one will really say this in a video, so he has to play a character saying good stuff about himself.
I like that though. This is so fucking conceited weird.
Oh, he's been working hard, homie, and he's been losing weight too. But a lot of you gym sharks, you don't seem to realize, bro. When you bulk, you're supposed to get fat.
See, he's still on this. He's still on this.
Remember when Corpse Midge had hired the girls from Fiverr to tell everybody what a good boyfriend he would be?
I love Lucian Autobach.
This might be lower than that. Like, at least Corpse Midge hired girls to, like, give him these big ups. Like he was like, I'm gonna get other people to do it. Jared's just like, oh, I have some garbage I can put over my face. I can pretend to be a character that I.
Lucian Hadobach is a great guy. They literally say that.
A lot of you pussy.
As much as we didn't believe those Fiverr models thought that about Lucian Hadobach, Corpse Midge, like he couldn't even bring that illusion up. He's like, hey, it's me in a mask, but I'm gonna be my biggest fucking champion right now and tell you how cool I am because you're supposed to gain. You're supposed to gain when you're bulking up, dude. Don't worry about
What is
it.
up, guys? It's your boy Sub-Zero.
You're afraid of, oh, my abs. Anyways, to hell with all of you. To the nether realm. With you gym shark faggots. Oh, pardon my French. I forgot YouTube's a-changing. So anyways, guys.
Yeah, it's YouTube that keeps you from dropping the F-bomb.
Right.
Really much to report on with me. I'm just waiting for nuclear war to happen, but luckily I got the mask. I one-upped you bitches. That's right. I'm more ready than a lot of you, but I wish you well. You guys are dealing with a greater evil than my eyes have ever seen, and believe me, I've seen Goro, Shao Kahn. I've never seen anything as evil as Nancy Pelosi. Good Lord. Or some of these other characters. I really feel bad for you Earth peasants. I truly do. But what can I say? I mean, a lot of you brought it on yourselves. We're living in the movie Idiocracy, so... aside from all that, I just want to wish you guys a happy Halloween. I do. And, Jared, he tries his best. Like, I see him in his videos.
Come on, guys. Listen to Scorpion to Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. He knows what he's talking about. Give Jared a chance, guys. It's Sub-Zero. Come on. He might freeze you if you don't.
And he really does have a heart of gold. Many
he's got a heart of gold, you know what I'm saying?
Many of you will never see that because you only choose to see the bad. But for those...
You only choose to give us the bad.
you see, this is the thing, Jared. We don't only choose to see the bad. We see so much bad that it's hard for us to choose which bad we want to focus on.
Right.
You are the human fucking dumpster, Jared Genesis. It's your shit takes where you will say one thing at the beginning of a video and by the end of the video completely contradict that. That's shit thing number one. Shit thing number two, look around you. This entire fucking mess that you call a room is number two. Number three, oh yeah, I forgot. It's the fact you want to have sex with underage kids. Oh, that's the one that's really hard to get over. That's the one that you think we're stuck on. But that was number three.
You know
when
what
I'm talking
saying.
about things that you suck at. I can go on for hours. I've done it for hours, literally, on the show.
For hours.
Those of you who can see the good in him, I just wanted to say thank you. Because believe it or not, he's actually an inspiration to even me. And you know, that's
even Sub-Zero. Even Sub-Zero. Look how many people Jared has inspired.
Remember when he decided to just show up at the Green Ranger's dojo and challenge him to a fight?
Yes.
Like, that was a good thing. Like, he's being proactive. He goes there, he gets his ass kicked by one of the Green Ranger's underlings. That's hilarious.
That's like a genre of video on YouTube where people who think that they're tough go into like a gym, like a combat sports gym, and thinks they're tough, and then they get their ass handed to them.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're all as weird as Jared is, or if
probably
he's just...
not. I mean, they all each probably have their own problems. I showed you the one with the pro boxer who like just had hip surgery. He could barely walk, and this guy wanted to box him, and he just destroyed him.
Saying something because I'm a badass, and trust me, a lot of the dudes in MK11, I'm their main homie. Even though
okay, did he just break character there? Did he forget that he's Sub-Zero now?
No, he's saying Sub-Zero is their main.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the main guy they play. They respect him.
Or fucking, you know, Johnny Cage, Liu Kang, I'm still the main. So I love Jared Genesis, and I just ask that you guys try to be open-minded. Don't judge him over stupid things. You know, he's said dumb things in the past, but so have all of you. I know this because I have an ice crystal ball, and I've seen you guys scream at your parents, okay? I've seen you...
would rip Jared's spine out from him with his head attached, if you know what I am saying.
He's like, all you guys have screamed at your parents. It's like, I've never threatened to assault my parents.
Yeah, and even if I had, I would not be losing my computer over it. I would be winning my dad. Unfortunately, having to have sex with my mom because I bested my dad in a one-on-one show-off. That's why I don't fight my parents. Last thing I want to do is beat my dad one-on-one and then have to fuck my mom. I don't want that.
You guys say really crazy things, especially things you like to do in the bedroom, that you would get judged for online. But see, that's the thing, is that...
So he's trying to equate PDF Ilya as if it's like a kink.
Mr. Morton says, Monty must have fought both of his parents.
You hear what he's doing, though? He's like, oh, well, you guys are into some sick shit.
Yeah, you guys are into... Sure, whatever. I am into some sick stuff.
Why does Jared ruin everything I like? Why is Jared ruining Sub-Zero? Sub-Zero wouldn't even bother to do a fatality on him because he's not even worth a move.
Yeah.
Damn.
People don't know
you
about
ain't worth the fatality, bro.
So you get your free pass. But oh Lord, the things I've heard from you Earthrealmers and the freakiness that you do in the bedroom, it should be a fatality in Mortal Kombat. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, it should really be a fatality, or at least a brutality. Whew. Good thing you guys. Good thing I don't mess with the Earthrealmers. That's all I'm gonna say there. But listen, you guys. Take care of yourselves. I believe there is still hope for your planet of Earth. I do. But it's going to take a lot of trying. And I don't know. My mask is starting to get pretty hot now, so...
You know what I'm saying?
I think there's hope for your planet, Earth. You know, like Thailand especially, with the lady boys. They're, no age of consent. It's great. Like, if the rest of the world could be like that, you know... And maybe if they could just respect out-of-shape room dwellers a little more, then maybe Earth would be a worthwhile planet. Until then, just like, subscribe, and give bareback blowjobs to Jared Genesis, please.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Go, but I also want to give a shout-out to Dashi XP. Hilarious stuff you did, bro, with the Mortal Kombat
Just
parody.
another example of Jared not knowing a damn thing about the character. Sub-Zero is from Earth Realm.
Damn it.
Please, I still watch it to this day. Shoutouts to the homie Dashi, who is now known as Dashi Games. If you guys haven't seen the Mortal Kombat parodies he did, the one in the hood is my personal favorite with Ryu. Still laugh at that one to this day. So I'll leave a link in the description for you all. Keep laughing. Keep enjoying your life, guys. Just stop judging people, especially over dumb, petty things. May you be blessed, and I don't know how to end this, doodly-doo, I don't know, huzzah, and Sub-Zero out.
Is that Sub-Zero's catchphrase?
I mean, I'm very surprised at the vernacular that Sub-Zero uses.
Huzzah! That's his catchphrase.
Yep. Huzzah!
Everybody calling me out saying Oedipus the fridge. I got a message from my mom. She said, "Well, you're not being creepy at all, are you, son?" So it's fine, guys. It's fine.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Jared. I like for Halloween how you can dress up and still be a tremendous fucking douchebag.
Happy Halloween, cat ladies of TikTok. I hope you're having a great time. I know you're eating a lot of candy because you're depressed because, well, no guy really wants to date you because you're cuckoo.
The funny thing is that he is literally looking at himself while he's doing this.
Do cat ladies fall under King Cobra's no sicko list or his no-go zone? He can have cat ladies,
Of course
right?
he can have cat ladies.
These women are almost all, unless they cross the line of the Fabulous Five, they're all Cobra's type. So there's got to be other types of guys that would want them. Jared, you're already wrong. Men want these women.
Listen, I'm praying for all you cat ladies.
You know what I'm saying?
I really am. But listen, it's Halloween time. So word to the wise, please put your cats up because there's creeps out there. There's sickos, the same kinds of sickos that troll me, who want to sacrifice cats to Lucifer. Because guess what?
What?
Cuckoo. They're just like you. They also cuckoo. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Anyways, guys, enjoy your candy. Keep hating. I love the attention. Honestly, I love your hate. It really means the world to me. So God.
He doesn't though. He feels the exact opposite.
I like how in his eyes he's like almost ready to cry.
I know, yeah.
He's just like, I love your hate.
Yeah,
I love it.
It means the world to me.
Seriously.
Bless and
I'm
have
good
a
with
wonderful,
this.
sad, lonely life.
One cool thing about TikTok recently is I went to log in and they're like, "How old are you?" You put your age and everything in. I hope that means they're going to start separating the PDFs from the.
I mean, that doesn't matter. If they're not IDing you, you can say whatever age you want, right?
No, you're right. Damn it.
So it doesn't even really matter. All it does is cover their ass and be like, well, they said they were this age.
Well, I was happy to put my birth date in, and hopefully they will give me better content because I'm tired of looking at little kids hit the whoa. Whatever that means.
Here's a weird outdoor interview that Kanye West did in like a parking lot, and a bunch of paparazzi came up to him.
Before we get into that, I want to point out Kata May in the chat said, just got done watching Actual Mania. Woo, doggy. If you guys didn't catch Actual Mania last night, Halloween edition, obviously some of you probably had Halloween parties. Do like Kata May is and go watch the VOD. It was a really, really great episode.
It was insane.
Absolutely.
A surprise around every corner.
Yeah. big, long, thick surprises.
Dehumanizing, demonizing, or stereotypical allegations about Jews as such, or the power of Jews as a collective, such as, especially, but not exclusively. This sounds like a what was that? All right, so it says, think about it, that sounds like the type of wording that's in the contracts, right? Okay, it says, such as, especially, but not exclusively, the myth about a world Jewish conspiracy or of Jews controlling the media, economy, government, or other societal institutions.
But isn't that what you said? That Jews run everything?
Yeah, but that actually is considered to be anti-Semitic.
Right.
So I didn't realize that it was anti-Semitic to say, hey, you know, I have a Jewish attorney. I have.
That's not what you said, though. You didn't just mention that you happened to work with all these people who were Jewish. You said they all fucked you over.
So is he learning now that he went about it in an improper way?
I think he's pretending like he just now. I think he's playing the dumb card.
I think what happened was Kanye put DEFCON 3 out on Jewish media, and then they put DEFCON 3 out on Kanye.
He didn't even say media. He said the Jewish people in that tweet. The DEFCON tweet.
Yeah.
He said Jewish people.
But he was referring to their control over whatever, right? Like,
no, well, he was saying, I want the children of these Jewish people.
He said that?
Yes. He said, I want the children of these Jewish people to ask their parents why Kanye hates us. So he was saying all of them need to know.
Yeah,
yes. He literally said it.
And he was so wrong about all of this that they went and they shut him down immediately. They have no control over anything.
Jewish record label. I have a Jewish contractor. I have a.
Do you regret your statements?
I don't know how
you think you should be walking.
I don't know if he's necessarily shut down because I've been seeing
he's
more.
He's been
of
on
him.
every fucking platform.
Yeah.
I mean, considering
I've seen Kanye more since he said that than before he got his accounts closed.
He did get fired from some jobs that he had going on.
Yeah, but now he has the freedom to continue doing it on his own, whereas before he was under contract with all those companies. So he might be pulled.
He was under contract to make like $1 billion from the company.
But he might now he has full control over his line. He can take it where he wants to go. Maybe he'll make more money now. We'll see.
I mean,
we'll see.
Well, you know, backing up off of them. I mean, the thing is, you've lost a lot of endorsements. People are dropping you. You're getting, vilified. You know, I mean, you might think you're right, but I think, there's a whole world out there that's condemning you for what you said.
Okay, so this right
Better not
here
get canceled and get more exposure, boy.
is a chart of Universal Studios, 20th Century Fox, ABC News, CBS News, Columbia Pictures, Warner Brothers, ESPN Sports, Fox News, Washington Post, Metro Goldwyn Mayer, MTV Music Television, Nickelodeon, USA Today, Wall Street Journal, Comedy Central, NBC Entertainment.
Is he just reading TV Guide?
Google, what else do we have? Disney, ABC Kids and Family, YouTube, Los Angeles Times, Discovery Network, Paramount Pictures, Facebook, Huffington Post, Yahoo, Marvel, Hulu, Cosmopolitan, Time, Touchstone, Associated Press, Pixar.
Is he reading that little JPEG or whatever from 2013 companies and who on the board and who owns them that are Jewish, white, or
probably
of another denomination?
Miramax, HBO.
I saw that floating around with a clip of him.
LucasArts, MSNBC, DreamWorks Animation. Now the thing is, I skipped over maybe about 5 of them because it was just unclear on this list. The red are the
it is that, yeah,
that are Jewish at these companies.
That's from 2013, Kanye.
Do you think they stuck together when they heard what you said?
It's an old meme. You think you think they stuck together when they heard what you said?
Yep.
Man, they're just lining him up.
Well, what I said is, hey, I've had experiences where it felt like I was being teamed up on, and I didn't realize that term would be considered to be anti-Semitic. So I had a mediation with Adidas today, and I think Adidas felt like because everyone else was ganging up on me that they had the right to just take my designs, and I feel like right now I feel like that was in Christianity we don't say karma, we say you reap what you sow. And I feel like this is God humbling me right now because there's two things that are happening. A lot of times when I would say, oh, I'm the richest black man, it would be a defense that I would...
That's not true, though. He's not the richest black man. He's proclaimed that a couple times. He's not. Not even in the United States. He's just not.
Use for the mental health conversation.
I mean, even pre-losing the Adidas deal, like with his projected like future net worth.
Yeah.
He was never.
Say, oh,
he
you
was
guys say
projected
I'm
to be like
crazy.
$2 billion.
Yeah, it was like 2.1 or something.
See, but look at this. I made money.
That's what I said.
But that is not godlike to be showing off. So if it's not godlike, then God will take that because it's all the church's money, right? So what's happening right now is I'm being humbled. Another thing that's happening is by me being burned to the flesh every single day, it's actually proving what I had to say. So when I went to the mediation, what I want to say is like black people are like, okay, Lex Friedman.
Jesus was a Jew. I really hope he realizes this.
I mean,
oh, he's Jew. He
said he was too.
He doesn't say I'm a Jew or I'm Jewish. He says I am Jew. That's how he says it. I'm Jew.
I am.
Got you to apologize.
He is Jew.
Got you to apologize to the Jews, but you never apologized to us about the George Floyd comment that made us feel bad. Now,
What?
The thing is,
He made a comment about George Floyd.
Right.
Not being.
He's getting sued by his
not being
family.
murdered.
Yeah, I don't understand the context why he's bringing this up.
Now he's saying once he apologized on Piers Morgan to the Jews that now they wanted to apologize for what he said about George Floyd.
On Piers Morgan, what he did was hardly an apology. He after like an hour and a half of arguing with Piers Morgan about why he didn't say anything wrong and that everyone else was wrong, he kind of like very lightly conceded that maybe
That's a Kanye that's a Kanye level apology.
I don't care.
person, it hurts my feelings, and I know
He's hurt.
that police do attack, and America is generally racist. And I understand that when we got to say Black Lives Matter, that the idea of it made us feel good together as a person.
Why? He doesn't have to do this. Why is he talking to some random paparazzi in a parking lot?
So I was at Applebee's. Hey, Matt Stuck in Time coming on for a big long Patreon. What is that?
It's a year of something.
For a year, $15. Good stuff, Matt. Cheers.
Yeah.
So I was at an Applebee's not too long ago, and there was this homeless man inside Applebee's, and he was running around and he was trying to talk to everybody, and people were ignoring him. But when I left, I saw him outside, so I gave him some attention. And when you give someone who's out of their mind attention, they keep talking. They don't stop. I finally got the guy to go away by asking him if he ever got his dick sucked by a llama. That's the only way to get someone who's crazy to walk away. Write that down.
As a people, right?
Or just don't talk to them to begin with.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
When let me say it so the soundbite is better for you guys. When the idea of Black Lives Matter came out, it made us come together as a people. Now afterwards, yes, there were some things where the money went. There were some things where it was used in order to push us to the Democratic vote. There were people behind it involved. That happened, but the general feeling. So when okay,
black people were already primarily voting Democrat long before Black Lives Matter was like a big thing.
But it does seem like they really pushed it before the 2020 election and then kind of let it dwindle afterwards.
But he's claiming like the black vote was pushed to the Democrats through Black Lives Matter. I mean, there was way larger growth in the black vote when Obama ran for president. We were seeing like record numbers of African Americans registering to vote and voting than Black Lives Matter. So if anything, Obama running, he should have a weird conspiracy about them running Obama to get the black vote, because that has more water under it.
Well,
than
Obama was
else.
way more likable than Hillary was.
And Kanye
Storm
West.
coming through with the Patreon.
Said that, and I questioned the death of George Floyd. It hurt my people.
So yeah, his conspiracy is that they killed George Floyd. He was the sacrificial lamb to pump up the BLM movement to get the black vote, which they already had. So it doesn't make any sense.
It hurt the black people, so I want to apologize to hurting them, because right now God has shown me by what Adidas is doing and by what
God
the media
always
is doing,
shows you
I know-
by taking away your Adidas deal. That's God's favorite way of teaching you a lesson, is taking away your Adidas shoe deal.
how it feels to have a knee on my neck now.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
did
he
say?
went there. He went there.
Was it what?
He went there.
What?
He went there.
What?
He's saying he basically has the knee on his neck now.
Kanye, I looked at the toxicology reports. It's not. It wasn't the knee on your neck. It was all the fentanyl, dude.
See, oh, you smart as shit.
What the fuck?
So I thank you, God, for humbling me and letting me know how it really felt. Because how could the richest black man ever be humbled other than to be made to not be a billionaire in front of everyone?
It's funny because most of the people around him are probably on his payroll, so none of them have the balls to tell him that he's not actually the richest black man in the world.
I mean,
or even in America.
It's branding, right? Like he's branding himself.
He's
that
branded
way.
on a lie. His brand is lies.
Most
then.
lies or most brands are lies. That's the art of branding.
I mean, there's a different. I mean, no. No.
Yeah, very much so.
Like this is a bull-faced, like totally provable, like disprovable
And you think
lie.
9 out of 10 doctors really agree? Like it's marketing.
Well, no, they can do that. They can pull doctors on things. Sure.
Yeah, they do, and then they use it for marketing purposes. It's like it's not a sincere
Oh my
comment.
God! All things are this way.
Okay, it's very much what he's doing though.
Get extra defense, which obviously I must have needed. Yeah, I must have needed that extra defense.
His eyes
you
are
worried you ruined your legacy, Kanye?
wide right now.
Well, stop. I'm not worried. I'm just not worried, period. God is alive. Amen. God runs the world. Amen. You know, God even runs Hollywood. Amen. God is alive. And
God even runs Hollywood with his backwards Viper Room hat on 2024. Interesting, Kanye.
Right now, he chose me for such a time like this to basically for the media to put their knee on my neck, for Adidas to put their knee on my neck. All I ever wanted at Adidas, I left Nike because Nike wouldn't give me a percentage for my shoes, and I had the Red October.
So now he's doing the I didn't actually get fired, I quit because they weren't going to give me what I wanted. It's like, no, I don't think that's how it went.
This is God's way of humbling Kanye.
And my girlfriend at the time was pregnant, and I needed to get some money. Because if I was the kid that just had the red shoes, I could have never been a black man wearing a red hat.
Man, right.
When the like Nike would have shut me down immediately, right? Right. Yeah. But because Adidas was a German company, it gave me a little bit more room to be able to express myself.
Because Adidas was a German company.
No one who speaks German could be an evil man.
Germans are all wonderful people.
As an American, that I wasn't forced into a political opinion because of the color of my skin. Now let's talk about the red hat, and let's talk about the similarities to the White Lives Matter t-shirt. The thing about the red hat that drove me to a point of exhaustion, which was misdiagnosed by I'm not going to say what race, what people, doctor, and what hospital, and what media went to. We know I can't.
Not going to say what race, doctor, but I promise you his last name wasn't Huxtable.
That. It was a Jewish doctor.
Thanks for clearing that up, Kanye.
I'm not going to say it, but here it is.
Stop for a second. You were talking about Dr. Wong. He does great work.
Diagnosed me of having a disorder that would have had me on medication right now. At a time like this, if I was on medication,
you would have never have said any of this shit.
Right now, then one pill could have been swapped out, and it would be Michael Jackson and Prince all over.
Oh my God, is he saying that Michael Jackson and Prince, like, they died because someone, like, poisoned them? They swapped out their peels?
Could definitely be.
Well, first of all, Michael Jackson, it wasn't a pill. It was a doctor that was giving him injections of, like, some kind of anxiety medication. He was just getting it, like, injected into him.
They put Michael Jackson down because he had dirt on Barack Obama. We know this to be true in conspiracy land, where we all wear red hats lined with tinfoil.
But because I didn't take the misdiagnosis and I didn't take the medication, I'm able to speak to you guys clear of thought and transparently. Now let me talk about the red hat. Wearing the MAGA hat,
I had a friend. He wasn't. I wasn't a very, very close friend, but he was. We got pretty close pretty quickly. He invited me to his house one night, and I get there and I can realize he's slowly spinning into like a mental state. He lived in a big house. He had tons of friends there, but the house was completely empty when I showed up there. And when I showed up there, he had forgotten I was on my way. He had just called me like half an hour before. I'm in his house and I can see the concept of reality is unraveling in his mind. He's comparing the world to Minecraft and how everything in the world is blocks put together. He's really like going through it, and it was scary to a point where I texted a friend of mine. I was like, "Hey, if I don't text you back in an hour, this is my location, okay? Like I'm worried I might not make it out of this house." And at one point, he's like spinning out. He took me out into the road to tell me things because he didn't want anybody. He's like, leave your phone inside the house. He made me sit in the middle of the road. He's like, I have to tell you something.
Was it Zoltan?
No. Oh. He's like, I want to make sure nobody's listening. And he's telling me this stuff. And I'm like, fuck, I just want to make sure this guy gets some sleep. And we go back into the house, and he's like, do you want some ice cream? And I was like, fuck yeah. We got some ice cream. And we're sitting there eating. He's like, I'm kind of out of it right now, aren't I? I was like, yeah. He was like, I'm going to go take some medication. He took some meds, and within 15 minutes, he was back to normal. It was fucking maddening how a little bit of chemical imbalance just let him spiral that way, and how a pill would put him right back into normalcy.
The scary thing is that there's so many different. I don't know what kind of pill this guy took that you're talking about. If it was an antidepressant or what,
yeah,
or it could have been antipsychotic or something. Could
might
have been
lithium
or something like that. But with antidepressants, there's so many of them, and they affect different people in totally different ways.
Yeah.
And that's why suicidal tendencies is a side effect of almost all of them.
I know.
And that is weird. Like when you have someone who's depressed, you're giving them a pill that could make them feel better, or it could make them want to kill themselves.
One of the worst things
That's
about
really
it,
messed up.
One of the worst things about it is the pill you give them would make them feel better to a point where they feel strong enough to actually follow through with the suicide.
Well, yeah, and some people who had never had a suicidal thought in their life, they were just kind of depressed, take it, and then they full on like fall into it. Maybe someone who had never had those kind of thoughts before.
Yeah.
So
it's a rough game,
but
but
with
like,
some people
really
it
does
helps
help a
them.
lot of people. No, we don't want to
suicide pill.
No, it's Blue Chew, B-Ball Julian, Blue Chew.
We talk about the red hat. Wearing the MAGA hat, the way that Hollywood's political agenda attacked me and put me to a point of exhaustion was death by 1,000 cuts. Everyone would say something to me.
He talks about exhaustion like Art Van Gogh talks about PTSD. He's like, exhaustion's like a mental illness to Kanye West now.
Well, it's his traumatic safety blanket, right?
Yeah.
His trauma safety blanket, just like hers is PTSD.
PTSD is an actual like mental illness, though. Exhaustion is not.
Well, she uses hers more as a weapon. He uses his more as an excuse, right? More as a shield from criticism.
They both kind of do both.
From a driver to my ex-wife to Adidas, everyone would say something. So when I wore that White Lives Matter, I said, I'm not going through this again.
So why'd you wear it?
Hey, y'all gonna leave me alone about my T-shirt? Because what's the point of having influence and having money if people could come up and just pinch you?
But don't you think having influence, you have a responsibility?
And that's the responsibility that I'm taking right here.
Don't you?
That's why you asked that question.
But don't you think it's dangerous rhetoric to be anti-Semitic, to say all lives matter or white lives matter? Come on, no, I'm asking.
Let me answer.
I'm asking an honest question.
Why is saying white lives matter anti-Semitic? That's what you just asked.
I'm not saying that's anti-Semitic.
No, you just said that though.
No, and I misspoke. But I'm saying to walk around.
That was a Freudian slip.
I'm trying to correct myself. So I'm saying to walk around with white lives matter.
Do you want to walk back that statement?
Exactly. Sure, I'll walk.
If you got the chance to walk have the
Kanye's like, I win again. I win again.
Tack up another win for the G-Man.
Do you think maybe
Yay won.
Yay, man.
Saying, you're wearing the White Lives Matter shirt.
Come on, walk.
And Black Lives Matter, and a lot of people think that you're being anti-black by saying that.
No, how?
Come on, man. What you mean let him talk? In America, black people don't take all the rights that we have that are actually given to us.
And that's true.
Because we weren't given what we were promised in the first place, which was the 40 acres.
What?
Instead, we were given...
And a mule.
And a mule. Instead, we were given projects and bad food and posters of Oprah Winfrey. And also Planned Parenthood. People said to me multiple times, visit the Holocaust Museum. I said, visit our Holocaust Museum. It's called Planned Parenthood. 6 million Jews died in the Holocaust, and I am sorry for your losses.
Yeah, he's going to equate the Holocaust to abortions.
20 million blacks died to abortion, and Planned Parenthood was made by Margaret Sanger with the real KKK as population control. Margaret Sanger is a eugenics and is working today. The #1 cause of death for black people in America is abortion.
It's
the
not.
most dangerous place.
That's not considered a cause of death
today, or black baby, black woman, is in their mother's stomach.
Stomach.
And
He thinks babies are actually literally in the stomach.
The tummy.
That is a programming that's pushed through. I got a new word for 2024. The red media. That is the red media. If you go to Apple right now, go to Apple Music. Let's load up the top 10 songs. I guarantee you they're promoting black serial killing.
Absolutely.
What?
Not just one. They're promoting black. The red media is making money off of blacks being serial killers to each other.
What?
Also,
what is he talking about?
The red media.
What's
The
red media?
Well, those red names on that list are all people at the top of the top companies who have Jewish heritage.
I needed that explained to me.
Now since he doesn't want to call out the entire Jewish population with his
now
comments,
they're red? It sounds like he's calling them communists.
He's specifically talking to the red media, and how they put songs championing the pain and struggle of African Americans in the top 10, like that one song, "Thrift Shop," that was #1 from Macklemore, and how poor people had to shop at the thrift store.
Media is making money off of that, and God sees it. But I understand, and I'm not judging, because the oppressed becomes the oppressor. And it is our time now. Blacks are coming into money. We are not scared anymore. And I showed you that I crossed that line. They tried to bankrupt me.
Do you remember the Dr. Dre diss track on Eazy-E and the video where they're because NWA had a Jewish manager, and in the video they have him rip off Eazy-E at the end? It's fucking that's what Kanye's talking about, man.
And then Eazy-E breaks off and gets his own record label, and what happens? They sneak him with the AIDS, and he dies.
They do that? Or was just him fucking everybody that did that?
They sneak them with the AIDS. That's obviously a conspiracy theory with no base at all. Please don't.
I think he was just fucking everybody.
I'm scared now about joking anymore because I heard PayPal will just charge you $25K for a joke. You hear about that? PayPal's going to start charging people $2,500 for misinformation.
That blew up recently, but that's actually not a new policy.
It's an old policy?
Yeah. Yep. Huh. They just reworded it, from what I understand.
They tried to
I just
say
make
was
sure
crazy,
I keep
and I'm
$2,499 in my account, so they won't be able to charge me $25.
A full black community since the gentrification of Harlem and Black Wall Street, which was torn down. But I know my brothers, my engineers, my architects, my farmers are gonna rise up. And if it meant they had to take me and drag me like Emmett Till in front of everyone because I whistled. I know my brothers, my engineers, my architects, my scientists, my doctors are gonna rise up and create a power that can make sure that we're not separated like we are by the red media. That we're never in a situation where off of one tweet, they could take the most influential black person in the world and run him to the ground. When you see a documentary surviving Bill Cosby, surviving R. Kelly, surviving anybody, the red media made the documentary. I've never seen a black media make a documentary.
I mean, they made one about Marilyn Manson, too. So...
on a Jewish person.
Because they put you where you at now.
Yeah. Well, God put me
Is
right
Marilyn
here in front
Manson
of you
Jewish?
No, he's not.
Oh.
CPS. At my daughter's game, Jamie Lee Curtis said, I hope they take his children away. They want to...
Don't think Jamie Lee Curtis is Jewish.
Take my children away. Today I was just thinking, as I was looking at my account, as Cohen Resnick hid $40 million of bills from me for just a time like this. This is the first year where I managed to keep my account above 100.
Labels are Jewish run because back in the old days the white run labels wouldn't publish the early black jazz, blues, and rock and roll artists. The only labels that would give them a chance were the Jewish ones.
There was also a history of them not being welcome in certain types of business back in the day too.
Are you saying, are you trying to tell me right now that white people's resistance to progress is why we don't own record labels? Why the fuck have we been so resistant to progress? We'd be fucking owning record labels right now.
$100 million until I got hit with $27 million of taxes last week. Then my payroll got cut by Adidas immediately, which was against the contract. And then I flew 2 members of Cohen Resnick in last night, and they exposed the extra $40 million that they had been hiding from me of bills. What I'm saying is I'm being honest to you guys. I've been humbled.
No.
What I'm saying is
no.
I've been humbled.
No.
And I'm ready to get back in and make more money.
He's not humble.
Because I got $40 million in bills they hid from me, so I'm here to make more money.
There's literally nothing humble about him.
No reason to lie. My family was taken away from me. My reputation has been smeared.
Get it.
So let's close with a prayer. Father God, thank you. Thank you for keeping me alive. Thank you for the voice. Thank you for the clarity. Thank you for the experience. And thank you for the love. Because even though the real hate is what's happening on the media, and the idea of DEF CON was to get protected for a time like this, let's lead with love. I have no association.
The real hate is the money we lost along the way.
To any hate group. If any hate happens upon any Jewish person, it is not associated, because I am demanding that everyone walk in love. Even though there's been things that have happened wrong to me that made me want to speak up, that you guys saw in the past 2 weeks. You saw the power. You saw Ari Emanuel come out in public and ask, if that happened in public, what do you think happened in private? And what do you think happened in private to so many people for so many years? But what I'm telling everyone, no matter what background you are, no matter what socioeconomic class you are, walk with love right now. Do what God would want. What would Jesus do? Walk with...
I mean, most people just claim whatever Jesus wants is what they want.
Yeah.
And then just do it being like, well, Jesus wanted me to do it, so it must be right. That's usually how it works.
Love. Spread...
Since there's no Jesus around to actually tell us what he
The
wants.
Iron Cheek should show him what it really means to be humbled.
I just like the idea that Jesus, all his writings and stuff shows that he's a very like humble, giving, turn the other cheek. Look at those that are not. Look at those that are with sin and love them as if they were without sin type of way. And we've turned that into fuck you and your neighbor. Take what's mine. It belongs to me. In God we trust. Put it only on the money.
Part of that is like the Bible is highly contradictory. Like in the beginning of it and like the other parts of it.
You know those motherfuckers don't want you to wear polyester? That's where I became an atheist.
Any type of mixed fabric.
I'm an atheist in polyester only.
Also, none of the shit, because you said like Jesus' writings, he never wrote any of that shit. Those were all written.
Oh, the writings about Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, those were all written like hundreds of years after he was
500 years after he passed away.
Yeah.
Which, you know,
because you know, Jewish peasants in Rome aren't normally going to know how to read and write. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm looking back 500 years ago from today and thinking about how many strong writings we still live our life by from 500 years ago today.
People are saying Jesus is fictional. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, it's possible.
Not just possible. It makes sense that Jesus was a fictional character.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So is Robin Hood. Robin Hood is one character that was based off of several different characters.
Hold up. You're telling me Robin Hood's not real?
There are legends that may have been based on loose fact that span over 100 years that like could have been, or it may have been a persona of multiple people that multiple people took on. It was a lot easier to do that.
Are you sure you're not talking about William Shakespeare?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Actually, Robin Hood was the real William Shakespeare.
Sub-Zero is real. Just watch the video with him in it.
Yeah.
Spread happiness. I thought that I wasn't gonna be like MLK and stand there. There's times I felt very Malcolm X, but for some reason God has called me to love and to ask for love. Forever.
Okay, someone said Buddha, Moses, and Muhammad also fictitious. Probably Moses. Buddha, probably. Muhammad, I think, was a real person. I'm pretty sure there's like enough evidence because Muhammad wasn't just some, like lower class, working class person that was executed by Romans. He was like the head of like an empire of people that like took over parts of the Middle East.
I bet you in 500 years, depending on how this next election goes, in 500 years, people are going to look back at like as if Hulk Hogan was real. They're going to be like, Hulk Hogan.
He is real. He's still alive.
No, but like the character. They're going to be like, all the kayfabe stuff was legit real. They're going to think that the great sorcerer David Copperfield existed in our time. The Socrates of our time was Carrot Top. They're gonna look back at 500 years, and that's what's gonna last.
Yeah.
Everyone, it's time for us just to love because love is the answer. It is the only way. Gandhi said, someone who was actually considered to be a racist. Right? Gandhi said.
Okay, that's true. Actually, Gandhi considered to be a racist. We love him today. We're going to love Kanye West 100 years from now. We're going to be like, this Kanye guy, he was really onto something.
An eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. Jesus, Father God, spread the love. Put the love in our hearts.
Only Jesus will listen to Kanye.
And know that we are not each other's enemy, but we're all children of you. And you can bring this world to a peaceful place on earth as it is in heaven. In Jesus' name, amen. Love you guys. Good night.
Good man, we love you.
Amen.
I'm done with my energy's done.
Are they parking a handicap space?
Yeah.
That's just further douchebaggery.
Yeah, I was gonna say something earlier, but then I was like, maybe they're just standing in front of the car.
No, they're parked in a handicap space.
Now that he got into the car, I'm like, that's so
he
yay.
didn't have to do that.
That's so yay.
Thank you, brother.
What a piece of shit.
No, I respect that. I don't respect that.
Look, I'm sorry. If you're handicapped, you shouldn't be shopping there.
I mean, if it's also mentally, then I guess he could park there, right?
He fits. He's exhausted.
I had a surgery on my foot where I couldn't walk for like a month. And this was the only time I had like the handicap parking pass, and I hardly ever used it, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I hardly left the house because I couldn't walk.
True.
So
I steal them from elderly folks and then use them to get premium parking spots.
Hell yeah.
Exhaustion used to be a explanation for checking into a mental hospital. That's from my mom. She's watching.
Used to be like, did it end after Kanye used it?
No, I think
an excuse.
Maybe they've started re-diagnosing it, but it was a common term that would be used. Exhaustion.
Here's our boy, the Nuge. I want to get the Nuge on our show. I tried to email them, but I never got anything back.
Come on, Ted.
I want the Nuge on the show.
I'm sure you've seen the news. I don't really want you to stand up because
the Nude should fire this loser and just have us in that window over there. Be like, hey, Nuge, what's up?
I assume you're wearing nothing but your underpants. And I see a hammer on the shelf there behind you. Unbelievable story coming out of California. We're talking about Paul Pelosi, the husband of Nancy Pelosi. And you know what, Ted, I'll just say this up front. We all have family members.
Ted looks like Rev after 30 years of banging Shanny. And then the co-host looks like the gym teacher from Glee.
That deal with addictions or have problems. If Mr. Pelosi is one of those, my heart goes out to their family. We know he has some alcohol issues just a few short weeks ago.
So this is about like Pelosi's husband getting attacked.
Yeah.
You heard about that, right?
I didn't hear too deeply about it, but I was familiar.
Some weirdo like broke into their house, and she wasn't there. She was in D.C. It was at their house.
Was he going to kidnap her?
I don't know what he was going to do. I don't know.
I thought I heard something about him saying he had plans to like kidnap her and torture her to get some sort of like information out of her.
That's some craziness.
Yeah.
That's like some terrorism shit. You don't torture old ladies. I mean, like, yeah, she's a very powerful old lady, but she's still like an old lady, you know? It's fucking weird.
He was involved in a car crash. He was drunk. I think there was somebody in the vehicle with him, but you know, we haven't heard much about that. Okay.
So hear how they smear the guy who just got attacked? They're like, oh, you know what? You know, we know he's an alcoholic and he was in a car crash because he was drunk. But now let's talk about how someone broke into his house and attacked him with a hammer.
Let's get to the story at hand, Ted. I read every story. I listened to the 911 call. It says Mr. Pelosi doesn't know his attacker, but his name is David and he's a friend. What's your take on this Paul Pelosi situation?
You know, we can go into the toxic and very offensive, embarrassing, criminal minutia of what the Pelosi family represents. And we can talk about this incident, and we should, but we should find out exactly what did happen. Here's the bottom line. Here's the battle cry of truth, logic, common sense, self-evident truth, glaringly obvious self-evident truth about the Pelosi family.
Ted Nugent must have been eating some vanilla ice cream, and he let it dribble on his chin.
That's Shanny's acidic vag juice that is dyed reds, all the sucked all the color out of Honest Rev's beard.
folks.
Particularly Paul and Nancy and his lifestyle in San Francisco and certain neighborhoods in San Francisco reported from eyewitness.
He's such a fucking human skunk.
His friends who live out there, if for nothing else, the seafood. The family, Paul and Nancy, just like the Democrat Party, Keith, they're virtually untrustworthy. Everything they do is toxic. I believe criminal. I believe immoral.
I don't like Nancy Pelosi, and I think they should have gotten rid of her a long time ago. She was the speaker like 15 years ago.
I like how I like how this is all because someone broke into their house. A crazy guy broke in to attack them.
Yeah,
And,
I don't
his
like that.
response is, look, we should definitely look into that. But here are all the unforgivable things that Nancy Pelosi and her family have done. And when I name them off, I'm not going to name anything specific. I'm just going to say they're unforgivable. They're immoral. They're possibly illegal. I'm not going to tell you one of the actual things that I'm telling you should focus on here. Well, we're focusing on the fact that they just got broken into. You're taking an opportunity because they're in the news to just spew out these fucking weak-ass statements. If you want to take her down, take her down. Be like, yeah, her and her husband have probably been working the fucking Wall Street for 40 years, scamming money off the American people. Maybe say something like that. Get the facts. Put them out there. Drop something. But you want to come to this fucking pedestal. Don't just hit me with all these soft-ass fucking...
At least say she banged Kennedy.
Oh, that's hot. I seen the picture of her and Kennedy together.
Yeah, you would have paid to watch that porn.
I would have slid in. If I was one of the Kennedys, I would have banged everybody that the Kennedys banged too. They had great taste. From Jackie O to Marilyn Monroe. The Kennedys had great taste. I don't know about Teddy Kennedy, though. I had never seen him with any hotties. Teddy might have been the fucking lump of the family. That's okay, though.
Yeah, there's the Kennedy Pelosi photo.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's not that great. I take it back. Nancy Pelosi is mid. I don't know what I was on. I don't know what I was on last time I saw this photo where I thought she was super hot. I guess
she was all right.
I think she's hotter now.
No.
Yeah. I feel like if you take that scarf off her neck, her head will fall off.
Probably.
That scares me.
You ever seen Death Becomes Her?
It could be that. It could be that.
Yep.
It could be. Jigger says she got booba. That might have been where I was at then. I might have been
I believe nasty. I believe contrary to the foundational values of this country. I think we all know.
Zoe, who I'm pretty sure is a
100%
troll,
was in the psychedelic band the Amboy Dukes, and an
Amboy Dukes, yeah.
He had no idea their song Journey to the Center of the Mind was about drugs and would have quit if he did.
He's a liar, and he was on drugs back then. He lies.
He's a bit of a liar. Zoe in the chat says she looks cute in that JFK pic. Zoe, you're a troll, so I'm sure you're just trying to troll right now. But yeah, she does look cute. I just don't know why I thought the picture she looked hot. For some reason in my mind,
it's
I
not
was
that clear of a picture.
Yeah,
too.
I know. I thought I remember seeing a picture with her and Kennedy where she looked hot, but I think I was just surprised that she was so young.
She's
might have been
way younger. Yeah.
Yeah. When you brought the picture back up, I was like, I take back my claims.
What Paul Pelosi is, I think we all know what Paul.
Beefy Mistake says she had that PS1 Lara Croft titty. Back in the 50s, brassieres were made with the same exact amount of polygons that Lara Croft's titties were made out of.
Pelosi does. I'm not going to allege anything here. But when the gory details come out, and of course they probably won't, because just like the so-called...
His S's whistle like the PDF file from Family Guy.
Yeah.
January...
He did adopt that girl, the underage girl that he wanted to date. He did adopt her, right? Like he did the right thing by adopting her, since she wasn't old enough to marry.
When the bank gets robbed and they investigate the bank robbery, nobody keeps the security camera footage out of the investigation. The Democrats and our toxic, criminal, horrific, treasonous Uncle Sam current gang, they are in...
You do keep the video footage out if the court deems that it wasn't proper evidence. Like they do stuff like that all the time. So don't say they don't. It depends on the circumstances. They do that all the time. If you got a better lawyer than the other person, they could probably pull that off. It happens. Don't just say it doesn't happen. This is misleading. You're a fucking gas bag lying to a bunch of stupid people. Good game. Take that fucking arrow off the wall and go hunting. Hope you miss, dighead.
Intentionally leaving out all the evidence, the thousands of hours of security camera footage from January 6th, and they're doing the same thing whenever they can cover a Paul or a Nancy Pelosi or an Adam Schiff or any number of the Democrats that I believe at this point in time. My name is Ted Nugent, and I study the evidence. I talk to boots on the ground and eyewitnesses, people in that community.
Oh, nice. He studies the evidence, then references boots on the ground and eyewitnesses.
Boots on the ground.
Which eyewitnesses, they're not actually evidence.
No, like, I mean, if you can get, I mean, they are evidence, but they're not necessarily the most reliable.
Yeah, it's a character witness type thing. It's a witness a claim, and then they have to be proven with evidence. Their claims have to be looked into and proven with evidence.
Yep.
Our government hates good people. Our government hates the Constitution. Our current government, and only the guilty need to feel guilty, which would be about 97.8% of them out there.
That's so stupid. It's literally 1.8% of people are guilty, and they're guilty of being better than the 97.8%. Sorry, I said it.
Including the so-called Republicans, we don't trust Uncle Sam anymore. That's the heartbreak. And this is not just another horrific manifestation of cultural abandonment that the Pelosi's are the poster child for. Pay attention to Paul Pelosi's lifestyle and pay attention to the words and the look on the face of Nancy Pelosi as she rips up the State of the Union address on television. That's all we really need to know. Now, what do? Put the flames out of the burning American building. Vote conservative.
But voting gets rigged. What are you talking about? Voting is rigged.
Vote conservative, like they're not fucking working for the same team, my dude.
Yeah.
Like your Mitch McConnell over here has got just as much blood on his hands as Nancy Pelosi does. I think Nancy Pelosi probably brands herself as more of a help to the American people, but Mitch McConnell's just like, no, check this out.
A week from today,
the rich.
A week from today will be election night, and we'll get to see how this plays out too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like you've never voted before, because the status quo today is the enemy of freedom, the enemy of America, and I am convinced, heartbreakingly, the enemy of mankind.
No.
Of mankind.
So you're telling me this guy that broke into their house is actually like he's a hero?
That's what
is that what you're telling me?
You know, and maybe like if some more of you wanted to do that, that might be cool too.
I'm telling you, this crazy guy that broke into the house, we should look into that. But he did break into the house of the enemy of the country. So maybe if you wanted to copycat, I'll lend you one of my Bozaderos.
You know, Wild Bill for America's, he doesn't normally lend his internet clout out there. But now he's doing it, I think, to impress a lady.
Ah, nice.
I think that's what he's doing.
Is it a lady?
It's a lady.
Interesting.
Love that sunset. This is a good time for us to get started.
Good time.
You ready?
He starts right off. I thought, hand to God, I thought he was a closet case, right? Hand to God, I thought he was a closet case. But now he is here with this of age, lovely lady.
Yeah.
And he's like, pouring out the sunset right there. It's a beautiful time to get started, isn't it? Told you to come by at 7:45 for a reason. It's 8 p.m. sunfall. It's just gorgeous.
Yep.
Let's film now.
Hello, everybody. Wild Bill for America here, and I'm finally able to introduce you to my friend Regal Redneck. I've known this lady for years, and first and foremost, she's a Proverbs 31 woman. And she also loves this country, shares the same concerns that I do. Our mission is to call this country back to the God and country principles upon which this...
Regal Redneck.
Teddy Rupkin says Proverbs 31 woman, question. Does anybody here want to be our
Bible?
A reverse stenographer? Whenever somebody quotes the Bible, could you type that Bible quote into the chat for us? So, because I have no way I know what the fuck a Proverbs 31 is. But I would like to know. Many women do noble things, but you surpass them all. Oh. My guy over here with the super simp getting
I
it
truly
in.
believe, and I think she agrees, every major problem this country is facing can be traced to walking away from our Christian heritage. And that means we know how to get back. So, anyway, Regal has had some real adventures over the last couple of weeks. The hurricane hit her hard, hit us all hard, but she got nailed especially hard.
Hot. Phrasing. Let's go. Do not spend your strength on women, your vigor on those who ruin kings.
She and her senior citizen mother were literally driven out of their home and ended up wading through waist-deep water and screaming hurricane winds. They were very lucky to survive. But now she's back with us and ready to get started. God and country, here we come. So, what's on your mind?
Here we come.
Hi, Wild Bill. Thanks so much. And hi, audience. It's so nice to finally get a chance to meet you. We have definitely been through some trials and tribulations here in the state of Florida. Just not myself, but as I watch the news and the captions going on, I definitely see there's a lot of people in need. So remember to continue to pray for our governor and our state of Florida. But Bill, when I was going through some tribulations, I ended up picking up when we were fleeing the house.
When we were fleeing the house.
Fleeing the house.
These are I hope they continue working together forever.
The Regal Redneck and Wild Bill?
The Regal Redneck has made Wild Bill so much more fun to watch. I've never once watched a Wild Bill video and been like, oh, I'm excited. And when you said Wild Bill and he had a lady, I was like, what? Wait?
Yeah.
I thought for sure he was just a pecker wrecker.
No.
But no, he's simping.
Yep.
And the waters were coming into the home so rapidly in the middle of this storm that we had.
He's like, boy, I sure wish I was 20 years younger so my dick would work and I could marry this young woman, this beautiful young woman. Her and I could be together forever. I'd finally have a reason to set my hat down on my bedpost.
It was not a hurricane at the time. It was just a storm. The water...
Oh, no. Can we get Wild Bill to say whoa doggy real quick?
I don't know.
Is Wild Bill the Star Spangled Luchador?
Woo doggies.
A woo doggy? Better not be Wild Bill. Wild Bill better not be the Star Spangled Luchador.
It was coming up so fast in our home. Eventually it hit a mark of 48 inches total. But I told my mom and my senior...
That's a lot of inches.
Did you see his face drop when he realized she was a size queen?
Yeah.
Saying 48 inches total. He was like, I got a lot of work let up for me here. I could give her 4 to 8 inches total, and that's if I put 4 extra inches of corn dog down my pee hole to penetrate her with.
That lived with us, I said, grab a dry pair of clothes, pair of shoes, and your daily meds. Well, I happen to be the only one without daily meds, but I do my devotionals and God's Word.
My devotionals.
So when I was getting my things out of the room, I ended up
This
picking...
debunks Trumpster Bob accusing him as a gay man, for he is the true gay.
I think Trumpster Bob was wishful thinking. Bob.
No, look at him. Look at him.
Oh yeah, he's in love. He might have thought he was gay, and then he found a woman like this, and he's like, no.
Jeff Holiday was saying that he thinks Trumpster Bob lives in like a retirement home because he's always doing his videos like near this pool area, like it's the same pool area.
Oh, Wild Bill, not Trumpster Bob.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
It could be a senior citizens community. It could be.
Yeah.
My devotionals. That following morning, after we had left, we fled out of the house. We left out of the house. We found safe haven out of dear friends of mine. 1:30 in the morning, I woke up wide awake and I went into a garage where it was nice and quiet and I started reading my devotions. And in that devotions, I did not even know where to begin to call out to our Lord or even how to pray. And I'm sure many of you feel that same way at so many times in your life. As I began to open God's Word and open my heart, and he started talking to me about trials and tribulations that we go through.
I mean, you know what sucks most about religion? When people talk about religion, they basically, it's like the Taco Bell of talking. They say the same 4 or 5 different ingredients and just spread it out in different ways. Depends on how the fuck you fold it. Whether you fold like a taco or a burrito, or you do a little taco bowl, or a chinchorito, or whatever the fuck. It's all the same fucking ingredients, though. And they just tell you it's something different. This is the most boring. You gotta be a complete idiot.
Our trials and tribulations are to build Christ-like character in us.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ-like character? That's gonna be extra. That's the guac of fucking religion.
That's the
Get
guac.
out of here.
If you go to Qdoba, though, it's not extra.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't
Superior
want that.
quality.
I don't want that Christ-like fucking.
Superior quality.
Yep.
They are to build that Christ-like character.
And one day says, I like Taco Bell. Of course. The 5 ingredients are great. And these 5 ingredients are great too if you're an idiot that wants to get a big payoff when you die. Okay, yeah, you've done great all your life. You've sucked toes your entire life. And now you die, you get to go into heaven. Congratulations.
Do you want to watch something else?
No, we got to finish this. Let's see what this is.
Okay.
Let's see it.
To recognize who we are. And in my devotions for that day, read out of this little tiny palm devotional I've had for probably 6 years, it tells us that God is more worried about our character than our comfort zone.
See, that's it. God is more worried about our character than our comfort zone. So when she was wading through the fucking water with her invalid geriatric mom on death's bed, God didn't care about her comfort zone. Bitch, walk through that water. I care about your character. I will help you when you show me you can help yourself. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Lord God will help me when I can help myself. That's why I love religion. Pull yourself up by the boob straps, titties.
Boob straps.
And may I tell you, right there and at that moment, I realized God knew exactly where I was at.
Oh, yeah, right where I realized God doesn't give a fuck about my comfort. I knew he was watching because I was uncomfortable as fuck. Let's go to the new one now. That was a good end. That was a good ending point. I knew in my heart because I was so uncomfortable. I knew it. God was watching because God's a cunt.
All right. Everyone like the stream. If you haven't already, give the stream a like. Also, got to plug our sponsor, Vance Global. Link in the description. Link is also pinned in the chat. You can use our coupon code PEASANTS at checkout.
Code Peasants.
If you use code PEASANTS at checkout, you get 20% off your entire order. It's legal in most of the United States. Check it out. Discreet packaging. CBD, THC, and Delta THCO and Delta 8 products.
But I don't think he owns a single head of cattle.
I'm not even sure if he eats red meat anymore.
Do me a favor. You owe it to yourself. Order the gummies. Get the discount. Let me know what you think. You should do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Boom, boom.
Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear.
Was that Bill's first comp vid?
Bill's
companion video? He always has a couple of like guests here and there.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
Someone uploaded an old Adam Eternal video. We haven't seen Adam Eternal in a very long time, like many, many years. He just randomly vanished one day, and we used to watch his stuff all the time, and someone uploaded this old video of his, so I thought we can go back and watch it. It's kind of nostalgic in a way.
Hello, I wanted to talk about what began all of this. What began the apocalypse. And it was this idea, that during the election of Donald Trump, the demon wanted to make a deal with me. The demon I used to hear 24/7. And
so a demon that he used to hear 24/7 wanted to make a deal.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if the guy's in your head 24/7, you think about the deal.
Yeah.
The demon wanted to make a deal that if I didn't shoot anyone during the presidency, I would get something in return. And Donald Trump was in a truce with the deal. And that's what began it. Every time there's a Republican president, something major seems to happen.
Did he just call COVID?
He also said something about shooting someone.
He just called. I mean, look, he said some crazy stuff. But he did just call COVID. And before that, we did have a 9/11. I mean, this, like, forget voting Democrat because you want freedom or whatever it is. Vote Democrat so we don't have another COVID-19, I think is what he's saying, according to Adam Eternal.
Or the president who's a Republican.
He might be at Guantanamo right now. That might be why he disappeared.
Oh, what is he smoking here?
I like to think it's salvia.
So that's pretty much what began it. But I would say over a decade ago, there were the California wildfires too. And the California wildfires had to do with an injustice that happened to me over a decade ago. But last year, I was, the year before last, I was selected to be a prophet. That was shortly after the election of Donald Trump. I was selected to be a prophet.
Yeah.
And I predicted that the fires would come back. As the prophet of Elijah, I predicted.
You predicted the fires would come back? The fires in California, you predicted them? Interesting.
It's not like they don't happen every year.
Yeah, that's a pretty good prediction. Hey, guys, I predict it's going to be a good year for corn.
To the fires and the floods.
Are you ready?
Destroyed Oprah's property would come. And it did. So, the deal I made with the devil, seems like an amateur's thing to do, but I actually turned out to be Adam from the Garden of Eden, Muhammad, Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great, and more.
Oh, he was all those people.
Huh. So he's related to Gale.
Is he just singing a hidden verse from that Rolling Stones song?
I don't know.
Let me introduce myself. I used to be Adam from the Garden of Eden. I can't even try to put it on beat with that song. I was trying to match it up. It's not going to happen.
And that's how this all began.
End of recording.
End of recording. Pleased to meet you.
He didn't do the end of recording.
Damn.
All right, so there's a lot of speculation that last night, even though... So, Cobes, I think he's learning about how to not feed the trolls. So he's trying to play it off like he didn't get kicked out of the bar last night because of the trolls. But then he can't hold back his anger, so it's very apparent that he probably did actually get kicked out of the bar because of trolls.
Damn.
So here it is.
Boom, 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 boom. Josh appeared on video at the local bar for Halloween, singing to the trolls who got him banned from Frosty's last Halloween.
Yeah, from Frosty's.
What's up, YouTube? It's your sexy goth bad boy, King Cobra JFS.
Sexy.
And you know I'm back at it with another video. Yeah.
I can tell that Cobes actually washed his hair. Like, his hair looks strikingly different when he...
Yeah. Oh, he looks cute.
Like, because he knew he was going out, he probably should wash his hair more.
I like how he just whips the gun out. Like, it is Wyoming, right? Like, they probably do this all the fucking time.
It's a fake gun, though.
Oh, yeah, but it looks real enough, right?
It does look real.
It is Halloween. We'll give him that. If I don't know, though. Like, if a guy whips a gun like this out in public, I guess it's different in Wyoming. I'm used to Seattle. They wouldn't do this here.
Yeah. Right now I'm drinking a Cobra's candy.
He goes to bars and asks them to make his drink combos in the bar. That's what he's drinking. Cobra's candy, and he'll tell you what it is.
I love that.
At the bar, what's in a Cobra's candy? Midori, Red Bull, pineapple. Yes, Midori, Red Bull, pineapple, and Jack Daniels. Also, the troll.
Regardless on John Page's promo, I've made a promo and am currently uploading it.
Oh,
you don't
Egghead,
say.
the promosexual. Promosexually active tonight. I like that.
Trolls can suck my dick. Telling the trolls to kiss my Asperger's. I'll catch you later.
Nice. 1 hour later, the bar got bombarded with phone calls from trolls who figured out where he was.
I want to say to my YouTube trolls, happy Halloween. And I own your sad fucking lives.
Damn.
You don't see me going after my YouTube trolls because they drink in a bar. Honestly, it's pathetic. Cheers to a happy Halloween and owning the YouTube trolls.
Cheers.
You want to bully a 31-year-old?
See how he's kind of worked up right now?
He's also pretty wasted at this point, I think.
I think he just got yelled at, though. And now he's like, you want to bully a...
Year-old autistic such as myself? You're pathetic.
Pathetic.
Enjoy the rest of your night, you losers.
After clearly being kicked out of the bar, Cobra went live and did a poor job of pretending nothing happened. He didn't even turn his lights on. That's how fucking out of it he is.
Yep.
He's fucking pissed. Arms crossed in the dark. He just went directly to the computer, not turning on the light, nothing. Hit the fucking go button and crossed his arms, getting ready to fucking vent.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, King Cobra JFS, back at it with another video. I want to say this. I had a beautiful time hanging out at the bar, drinking a Cobra's candy. And thank you to all my trolls for supporting me on Halloween. I greatly appreciate it. I had a badass Halloween, dude. I spent the entire day drinking, watching cartoons, and going to the bar for a couple drinks.
Hey, it's a good thing the trolls didn't call the police and be like, there's a guy with a gun out at this bar.
So
Because
this
that
is
would have been
Cobra
fucked.
Candy. He's asking people to drink from a cup he brought to the bar.
It wasn't a cup he brought to the bar,
No.
was it?
It was a drink. It's a drink combo that he's made in the past, and he told them to make it for him at the bar.
Midori, pineapple juice, Red Bull, and whiskey.
Yeah,
Jack Daniels.
yeah.
That's a Cobra Candy. If you guys listening at home, get yourself some Jack Daniels. Get yourself some pineapple juice. Get yourself some Red Bull, and get yourself some Midori. Make yourself a Cobra Candy.
I'm not going to say which bar I went to because that's not important. However,
already know.
the bar I went to knows how to make a damn good Cobra's candy. So thank you to the trolls for supporting me on Halloween. I appreciate it. I honestly feel sorry for my YouTube trolls. You can't enjoy your Halloween without trying to interact with King Cobra JFS because you have no father who loves and supports you.
You fatherless trolls. You don't have a Clint in your life. You're probably not even good to your Sean Saunders.
You're not even the real Sean Saunders.
For real.
You have no friends. You have no life. And I own your sad, miserable, shitty existence. And that being
Lord Jamagicus says, I don't need a father in my life. I want to hug you so bad, Magicus. I love you, man.
said, I'm going to say thank you to my YouTube trolls for supporting me on Halloween. I appreciate it. I hope everyone had a bitchin' Halloween. I know I did. I got my little jump scare in thanks to my Halloween trolls. So thank you for that. You made it really authentic. I appreciate my trolls supporting me just like I appreciate my YouTube fans supporting me. I love Halloween and I appreciate my trolls supporting me. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for your support.
We know what you're
saying. And
saying.
thank you to the bar who hosted me on Halloween. I had about 2 Cobra's candies, and I was just like, nah, I'm good. Y'all are doing your thing, and I'm going to leave because, you know, I didn't want to stick around for the bar too long, but long enough to enjoy myself and enjoy my Halloween. And that's what I did. So thank you to the bar for making a delicious Cobra's candy.
And he came home with a very relaxed body language in a very live, bright place, continuing his happy night by jumping right online. Damn, Cobes. I wonder how many Cobra candies he was ready to pay for. Because maybe he didn't have enough money for more than 2 Cobra candies.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that's why he went home to more alcohol.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe the trolls got it all wrong here.
No.
And thank you to my YouTube trolls for supporting me on Halloween. It must be sad to go, you're so miserable you can't enjoy Halloween without fucking with Cobra.
Wow.
And it's like, dude, I want to talk shit on Cobra's costume because I'm too much of a lazy piece of shit to come up with my own Halloween costume or let alone do my own thing. So again, to my YouTube trolls, happy Halloween and thank you for supporting my videos. Yep, even to the assholes getting in my face and talking all this mad shit. Thank you for supporting my videos. Hope you all had an awesome Halloween, despite the fact you're jealous of Cobra and his YouTube fame.
I wish you guys weren't so jealous.
I had 2 of them bastards, and I'm like, this bar is pretty sweet. But I'm like, man, I got to get back to my apartment so I can continue doing my YouTube thing and making wands and working on my story and my album. Yeah. So like I said, I appreciate the bar being awesome, and I appreciate, you know, my YouTube trolls supporting me.
Thank you.
Thank
YouTube
you
trolls.
for your support.
Say it again 9 more times.
I was blasting Ozzy Osbourne on my YouTube phone, having a drink, and the people around me are like, "Hey, could you turn off your phone and the music so we can enjoy the football game?" And I said, "That's just fine. I don't want any drama here. I'm just trying to enjoy my Halloween." So out of respect for my fellow bar patrons,
you probably told them to leave you alone because you're.
I turned off the music.
See, he was playing music there.
Yeah, he was trying to party. He's at a bar.
But normally at a bar, they play their own music.
But they had some football game on, so he improvised.
Yeah, normally if there's a game that a lot of people are there to watch, they'll turn off the music for a reason.
And I'm like, okay, football's on. Well, who's playing? You know? No, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm just doing my thing on YouTube. I got wicked support from my YouTube trolls and wicked support from my YouTube fans. So thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Cubes.
See, look. This part gets weird.
I busted my skin on my knuckles.
Oh,
He's got broken knuckles.
He punched a wall because he got kicked out.
Knuckle and it started bleeding, and I'm like, I like the taste of blood. 1 second.
Definitely didn't punch something out of anger from getting banned, though.
Fuck.
And then he goes on about, like, the taste of blood. It's really weird.
And I'm like, yes. I pretty much sucked on my knuckle until it stopped bleeding. And the only reason I was sad is because it stopped bleeding and because your boy Cobra likes the taste of blood. It's delicious.
It's delicious.
Boglum Chronicles is in the chat, said, I split my knuckles open equals had a great night and didn't get kicked out.
Yeah.
Something else.
Like, what are the chances that anything other than him punching a wall out of anger happened? Like, could he have fell maybe and like caught himself on his knuckles?
If you notice, he's not mentioning why it happened.
Yeah.
About blood that just is so goddamn tasty. It's got a coppery sort of aftertaste.
He didn't
And
say
look at-
non-bleeding women. He definitely non-bleeding was not one of the qualifiers for love.
Drinking my own blood is relatively harmless compared to drinking someone else's blood. And that's just something I do whenever I get a wound or a cut on myself. I'll drink and suck my own blood until
Yeah,
the
I drink and
wound
suck my own blood
pusses
too.
over,
Like, it's not a big
and then
deal.
it stops bleeding.
I don't punch walls though.
So there you go. That's why I'm telling you right now, thank you to my YouTube trolls for supporting my videos. My YouTube trolls are more obsessed with me than I am with Ozzy Osbourne. And the only reason I talk about my fucking YouTube trolls is because they are pawns. They are pawns in my YouTube game.
In a
I use
dangerous
their
game.
fucking hatred to get more famous on YouTube.
Nice.
And instead of being like, you know what? I hate Cobra's videos. I'm not going to fucking watch his ass. I can't stand him. He's so fucking annoying. His drink combos suck. Who the fuck does he think he is? It's like, no, you can't help yourselves, can yas? Nope. No, you can't help yourselves. You really can't. I could have told my fellow bar patrons to fuck off when they told me, but the cocktail waitress came over to me and she was super polite. She was like, hey, could you turn off your music, please? People are trying to watch the football game. And I'm like, that's fine.
What if this revisionist history is he didn't get kicked out because they were calling the bar and fucking with him? Like they were okay with that, but he got kicked out because he wouldn't turn off his music.
That could be it.
And they were like, no, you gotta go.
What if it was his own music too, or something?
That would suck.
I feel sorry for my YouTube trolls, man. I don't gotta go out of my way to fuck with my YouTube trolls. All I gotta do is make a video and be like, suck it.
Suck it.
I want to see Cobes do an open mic stand-up comedy night.
He'd do pretty well.
With his little fart thing.
Because, like, he gets up there, he is the way he is, he has this cadence. People are going to understand that he's, like, not all there. And he's going to deliver, like, enough jokes that at some point the audience is going to start laughing because he's, like, he's got the confidence.
I don't know.
But it's going to be, like, awkward laughs. And then maybe if someone in the audience understands the depth of the humor, the audience might follow when they start cracking their ass off. Because, like, if Joe and I were in the audience and he was doing that, there's no way Joe and I wouldn't be peeing ourselves laughing. But we're into that weird shit. We like that weird shit.
That day, the blood from my knuckle stopped bleeding. I was thoroughly enjoying sucking the blood out of my finger to heal up my wound. And then the bleeding stopped, and I was like, man.
Man, time to go home, man. The bleeding stopped. Time to go home. Party at Cope's house, tubes.
Now, if you don't see me on YouTube for a couple days, I'm working on my new album and working on my story, you know. And even if I quit YouTube for a couple days, if I come back and make videos, I'm still going to be more popular than my YouTube trolls.
Damn.
When people witness the kind of harassment my trolls give me in public, all it does is get people to be on my side and support my videos. And eventually, like I said on my last earlier Halloween video, the trolls are going to go too far with it and they're going to get themselves arrested. Again, thank you to my
Arrested?
YouTube trolls for supporting my YouTube videos. I appreciate it. Y'all are bigger fans than my YouTube trolls, and you don't even have to
Taking a
donate money to
YouTube
prove
break.
it. I
Seething
took
in
a
the
shower
dark.
earlier
Bloody
this
knuckles
morning,
equals had a great night.
so that
and
when I
didn't
went to
get
the bar,
kicked
I
out.
smelled like tactical soap, and all the women that were walking by me were going, "Hey, Cobra smells good," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's why I wear the soap, man." Oh, that's delicious. It stopped bleeding at this point. I'm just drinking pus. So I'm like, nah.
I'm just drinking pus.
Oh no.
I know they're sitting there on the fucking goddamn subreddit going, "Cobra, you better not go live on Halloween, you piece of shit." And I'm like, here I am going live. What are you going to do about it?
Oh, you got him.
What the fuck are you going to do about it, dude?
You got him.
Like, I wasted my Halloween fucking with Cobra when I could have been out drinking at a bar. Oh my God. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Again, I want to say this loud and clear. Thank you for my YouTube trolls for supporting me on YouTube and supporting me on Halloween. Your support is awesome. You know, without my YouTube trolls and my YouTube fans, I wouldn't be as famous as I am. So thank you to my YouTube trolls for making me famous. I appreciate it.
Yes.
You literally contribute to the reason why you're jealous of Cobra. I want to fucking give Cobra $1 in PayPal and call him a fucking retard and then bitch because people give him money. I'm like, the kind of logic, there's a lack of logic in that statement.
Yes, Cobra,
you know?
there's a lack of logic.
I may be a little bit drunk from Halloween fun, but even I'm like, dude. But yeah, I'm just live on YouTube, you know.
You can tell.
Had a good time at the bar, drinking my Cobra's candy. The waitresses were super professional.
You can tell when he's keeping something from the audience because he just stays in the loop of the same fucking things. When he's not trying to hide something, he just talks and talks and talks and wanders away. Here he keeps looping back. You know, I own you trolls. I had a good night, trolls. I was at the bar, trolls. I had a good drink, trolls. I had a good drink combo of Cobra candy. They make a good Cobra candy. Nothing bad happened, trolls. He can't go on to a story now because he's stuck on it because he's trying to keep from saying, "You motherfuckers got me kicked out."
It's like when when he lied about his phone getting run over by the truck, and then later on just admitted that that he threw it,
Or when he lied about his sex doll getting
Yep.
stolen.
Same thing.
And he just fucked the thing into pieces and threw it away.
You know? So yeah, if you see me take a
Was
break
that
from
reported to the police as
I think so.
As a theft?
YouTube, it's nothing personal. I love my fans and my YouTube trolls. Thank you for your support. But that new album's not going to write itself. You know what I'm saying?
His dick ain't gonna
I
suck
would've
itself,
gladly
ladies.
had a couple beers, but I'm like, nah, I wasn't feeling the bar scene, you know? I don't go to the bar very often because I prefer to drink at home. I'm not going to deal with random people fucking staring at me and being like, it's that guy. If you could take any message from my Halloween fun, that would be the message. Don't let the haters get to you and just keep doing your thing. You know you're famous when you have fucking haters, dude. Again, thank you to my YouTube trolls for supporting my videos. I greatly appreciate it. I enjoyed my Halloween evening. I had a Cobra's candy at one of my favorite bars
He's
here in
looping back
town.
again.
I'm not going to name drop them because they don't need that kind of harassment. I'm like, the whole time, the whole goddamn evening, you could have enjoyed your Halloween, gone out to a bar, and even if you didn't have a Halloween costume, you're just like, you know what? Who cares? I want to enjoy myself. But instead of doing that, you know, my trolls are too busy supporting KingCobraJFS.
Better not support King
Cobra's
Cobra
gonna go
JFS
outside and
bullshit.
smoke a cigarette to celebrate this awesome
wearing a
Halloween
sweater.
that I had.
If Cobra was dressed like that and just got done banging a Wyoming 4,
Hey,
He'd be
retard.
such a
I
badass.
just wanted to say something retarded to the retarded. Hey, retards. Hey, ha. Anyway, keep it real.
Thank you for your money, Teddy Rubskin. Stop using the R word. We're gonna get in trouble.
Regards.
Highly regarded. Thank you, Teddy Rubskin. I love you, kisses.
You know, the Cobra candies. I had 2 Cobra candy drink combos at the bar I was at. You saw me drinking on one, and I'm like, hey, you know what? That bar kicks ass, man. And the cart.
If Cobes picked up a Wyoming pumpkin, a big round Wyoming 4, a Casper pumpkin, brought her home, climbed up on top of her, rolled around in her fucking jelly belly, peeled himself off, knuckles busted from just driving into her, peeled himself off, had sweat dripping down his jacket, the pistol stinking like something skunky, and he went for a cigarette, I'd be like, that's a successful Halloween. Cobes wins. But I think that's not what happened. I think he punched a wall after getting kicked out of the bar.
Yeah.
The cocktail waitresses did a damn good job serving it to me, and the bartender did a fantastic job. Yeah, you know what? Taking the high road and being the bigger and more mature person, it sucks. But it shows you're a bigger and better person, and it shows you got bigger balls. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? Now, for my...
So I could take the low road and still be the bigger person. It's all how you deliver the fucking package, Papa. I guess you just gotta get better at delivering. 30 minutes or less. Tell them.
Closing remarks for this awesome Halloween video. Again, thank you to my YouTube trolls for supporting my videos. But Jesus Christ himself and Satan couldn't save you from the hell you just unleashed.
Oh,
and I
no.
hope you'll have an awesome rest of your Halloween, and I'll catch you later.
Y'all don't know what you did by bloodying up Cobe's knucks. Y'all in trouble now. The king has spoken. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The hell you have unleashed. The King Cobra has spoken. Pooping the turd third knows. You mess with the king, you get the fangs.
Shit. You know what? Someone cut a promo against Egghead. A newcomer.
A newcomer?
Yeah.
Hello, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants fans, and of course, Edward Colton Headley. This is a response video into Egghead's recent promo, and why it was in such bad and gross taste to use unalive himself as a way to garner sympathy again. Now, I'm not diminishing these thoughts. Egghead, if you do have these thoughts, you have my 100% sympathy.
You have 24% of my sympathy, Egghead. But there is some sympathy there, so relish in that. The other 76% says, fuck off, have some fun with us. You're our buddy, pal.
I'm someone who went through those thoughts. I still do. Every day. And to hear you use that was just gross.
Wow.
It disgusted me. And you are a gross person for using it in this kind of joking, let's have fun.
Oh, he's not joking. He's definitely got ideations. Like that's Egghead. He's trying to use it in a way that makes it a little more serious, because Egghead takes actual mania surprisingly serious. Like that's one of the golden things about Egghead, is that he fucking lives and breathes this shit. He really does.
Make fun of each other kind of tournament. So to hear you use that just pissed me off. And it's something you have always done. You always use events in your life to garner sympathy. And it has always been tiring. Do you not see why some people think you're an absolute crybaby? You do this all the time.
He doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. Because this is the way he's been conditioned to get attention. See, he grew up on the old farm, right? And there was so much work to go around that there wasn't time for sympathy. And the only times he could get a little bit of attention is when he stubbed his toe working out on the ranch. He used to be like, darn tootin', my toe has got me a hollering. And they'd be like, oh, Colton, come over here, sit down, have yourself a sarsaparilla. It's going to be okay. And he was conditioned to get the attention.
But what did you renamed Egghead? He's Colton.
Colton, the state auction enthusiast.
Yeah.
Colton, a state auction enthusiast, and beard hair.
Something.
Connoisseur or something like that.
Yeah.
Beard hair connoisseur.
You get pissed. You do a sob story. You get all your little simp fans in the DP fan base to feel bad for you. And it gets to the point to when you don't get your way, you rage quit. But then come back right away. And it's tiring. It's annoying and it's tiring to see you whine, complain, and do a sob story just to garner sympathy votes so everyone will feel bad for you.
The egg has been cracked.
So here's my advice to you, Egghead, as someone who goes through several mental health issues. If you really do feel this way, get help. Get help, a therapist, to talk to you. And also, take a goddamn break from this, if you do feel this way. And if you don't, and if you continue to use your suicidal thoughts in this manner of actual mania, then I just want to say, fuck you, Egghead.
Whoa.
All right.
Fuck you.
This promo, okay, I understand its message, but I'm not quite sure I like its delivery. So I'm gonna try and do this. I'm gonna try and do this with the same sentiment, okay, and make a better call towards Egghead. Give me a second. Gotta get makeup on. All right, hold on. Take a little more. Go right here. This, almost there, guys. Bear with me, please. Bear with me. All right, almost there.
All right, so Egghead has made a promo
Here we
too.
go. I gotta respond. This is what he meant, Egghead. Okay, I'm gonna give you a good promo. This is what he meant. All right, Egghead, you little bitch. I've got ideas in my head too. When you said you were gonna unalive yourself, I told myself you need to get help. Not professional mental help, Egghead. You need to get help. I'm gonna unalive you. I have homicidal tendencies, Egghead. You say it one more time, you're not gonna be able to back out. I'm coming for you.
End scene. Here's Egghead's response video, I guess. I don't know.
I want to make this clear as possible, and I'm going to stay calm as best I can during this entire fucking thing. I do not hold any animosity towards Ben, Billy, or Jeff Holiday. They were simply doing their job last night. I do, however, hold massive hatred and animosity towards two people. You all should know who they are by now.
Zero
Honest
wrong.
Red and John Page.
Oh.
So now it's 3 people.
Oh.
Now add another one to the list.
Honest Red is a massive fucking bully who has made it his fucking goal to make my life a living hell. He does not care if he hurts me or not. He does not care how I am feeling majority of the time. Everything that he says, that he might say that he cares about me, but that's a fucking lie. Deep down, I know fucking for a fact he does not give 2 shits about me. He has pushed me to the brink of fucking suicide.
Oh, come on.
multiple occasions.
Okay, Egghead, I know you probably recorded this before that last promo, but I think you just signed up for an ass whooping, dude. The last promo was saying he's a come get you.
I've told him to stop multiple fucking occasions, but he doesn't care. He's told me himself that he will not stop. And it's a surprise.
I believe Honest Red's exact wording was, "Can't stop, won't stop. Rockefeller Records, baby. We get down. We get down."
Oh my God!
Look at Egghead. Bullies don't care. John Page, you're becoming just as worse as him.
Just as worse.
Yeah.
Is the term "just as worse"?
No, it's not grammatically
is that
correct.
possible? Can you be just as worse as something?
No, but that's fine.
I like it. I
understand the sentiment. Right?
I like it. I think that's a just as worse. Justice worse is Egghead's new faction.
I know what he's saying.
You're becoming just as worse as Honest Red.
You said it twice.
You wanted the 2021 version of Egghead at King of Cringe. I gave you that. You didn't want that now. So I decided to go back and give everyone the normal fucking Egghead. Apparently they didn't want that as well either. So why bother even doing anything at this point? Because it's all just going to be the people turning it to go and saying, we don't want this, we don't want that. All being led by a scumbag who wants me out of Actual Mania. Well, why bother? Why not give this motherfucker what he wants? Let's fucking give on his. Let's give Jonathan Page what he wants.
You know, Egghead, at this point, if you actually ever did quit, we got 100 fans right now with bellies and beards just like yours. I would hire one of them to come in and play Egghead 2.0.
Oh, so it'd be like fake Diesel and fake Razor?
Yeah, like you can walk away, but the character Egghead will live on, and that fucker that plays you, he will look even more cringy and pathetic than you've ever been.
He's not going to quit. He's been saying, bring it on. He's ready. He's ready to go. Oh. He's ready to go.
Oh.
I want nothing to do with you now. I legit hate your guts. I legit despise every single fiber. I hate you with every single fiber of my being. I don't believe a goddamn word you say. When you say that you care about me, I don't believe it. I don't fucking trust you anymore. I don't fucking trust you, nor do I respect you, nor do I like you, nor do I want you in my life anymore.
Oh.
I hate you with every single fiber of my fucking being. I would rather work on my fucking self and my fucking mental health, take my goddamn ball and go home than to deal with the bullshit that you give me on a daily fucking basis.
He's talking about Honest Red, right?
So fuck you to Honest Red, fuck you to Jonathan Page, and fuck anyone who fucking sides with them. Anyone who fucking sides with those assholes are fucking bully enablers. And I, quite frankly, want nothing to do with you. Oh, thank you and goodbye.
Hey, look at Egghead. Look at Egghead. Didn't even give you the double barrels, bitches, because he had his other hand on the steering wheel. Damn.
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 Y'all pushed Egg right into the skillet.
Yeah, you guys should really check out last night's Actual Mania because it was some crazy stuff. I don't want to spoil anything. I want to tell you the crazy stuff that happened, but as you can see, Egghead is severely pissed off after what happened last night.
All I can say, is go back and watch it if you haven't. And if you don't want to, then fuck off. We'll tell you about it in a couple of weeks. Eventually, I'll get brought up and we'll spoil the shit out of it. Fact.
Ding dong bitches.
Ayo, Egghead's at your door. Delivery.
Ding dong, baby.
And Morton Dave says one of the best, if not the best, Actual Mania. I don't know if it's the best, but I wouldn't say it wasn't. If one of you guys like that was the best, I'm like, you might be right. But there's been some good ones. You need a break, possibly some therapy. Of course, Egghead needs therapy and all types of other shit. But the break, we're not going to allow a break.
Nope.
And I'll tell you why. Because we deal in the misery of Egghead. That's our gasoline. That's our major export, is Egghead suffering. The last thing I want to do...
But then his triumph, his eventual triumph.
Yeah. That's not really what we deal in, though. That's just our cool down period while we refill the hate tank.
I feel the opposite about that.
All I want to do is...
I'll be right back.
Take big, dirty dumps on Egghead's chin and chest. That's why I come in every day to Drunken Peasants podcast. Is to just leave stinky, malicious, drippy diarrheas down Egghead's beard. That's what drives me. Egghead's my buddy pal, actually. I love Egghead. Egghead is probably, and I'm going to say this, right? Egghead's probably the one thing that keeps this show with a little bit of heart. Because Egghead, he really does expose himself. He wears it on his sleeve. It really does. And I think that keeps us, opening our heart up a little bit back to Egghead. That promo earlier about Egghead not joking about things and in therapy, that was somebody speaking from the heart to you, Egghead. Whether you choose to accept it that way or not. You opened up somebody's heart to make that point. A little hurt in that heart, obviously. Things you said were triggering. Things you said were serious. But there was heart in that response, and it's because you elicit those reactions, Egghead. Congratulations, Ruby Jules. Happy celebration right there. Cheers. Lewis, yes, DEFCON 3 on Egghead is exactly what I mean. I don't know if you guys understand Egghead, but he's one of the Red Media patrons. Whatever that means. You think Egghead could be the finest actor of the Actual Mania bunch? Is that who you're comparing to Andy Kaufman? I'll tell you what, Egghead is not acting. Egghead is the heart on your sleeve participant of Actual Mania. And his heart has been broken multiple times. Multiple times. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Guys, you ever fall asleep butt ass naked and wake up peeing upward like a fountain and the piss trickles back down onto your face and that's why you woke up? I too love Andy Kaufman. He's quite interesting. Lord Jamarcus says I can piss 6 feet in the air straight up and not get wet. Quit bragging, dude. When I was a kid, I used to piss like 10 feet in the air. I had a wild spray. Now as an adult, I don't pop it like that. I just don't pop it the same way. I don't know if it's a prostate problem or what it is. Baby carrot? Shit, if it was a baby carrot, I'd be making coleslaw, baby. I'd be making coleslaw. I'm a chef when it comes to that fucking mess. Ask about me. There's a long line of shredded cabbage out there, bitch. Egghead is peak 80s Hogan, and the rest of this is Heenan family trying to keep him from getting. It's true, Seth looks. It's true. This has all been one giant Heenan family, giant Dungeon of Doom against Egg Hogan.
Egg Hogan. So I think in a few here, we're going to go over to Vimeo, to Patreon, to watch tonight's installment of Fan Fiction. If you want to join us, it's for all of our patrons, $10 and above.
All of the above. We might give Egghead a break, like, regardless. We might just tell him to stop. Like, Egghead, we don't want you. Come back in 3 months. Come back in 3 months, Egghead. We won't give him the choice to leave. We're just going to be like D-O-N-E. We're going to be like G-O-N-E, gone. Nah. I think as much as Egghead has mood swings, him being here and being a part of this is good for him. I think that it gives him something to focus on that is outside of his everyday life. And he brings a lot of it into his everyday life because that's what a open, bleeding heart Egghead is. And I think that that's part of what makes him special and entertaining. But I do think that he's better off here mucking around with us, getting his blood pressure up a little bit because Honest Red or John Page says something to trigger him. I think it's better he does that than just quits cold turkey.
I'm done. Done. D-O-N-E, done. Legendary. I love it.
Sticky says, I think he should be a commissioner or something and not a contestant. We have a commissioner, Sticky.
Yeah.
Our commissioner is Jeffrey Holiday.
I hate how that's a meme. Oh, my God. Egghead. Egghead's the man. Egghead's the man.
Like, I don't think Egghead sees how much love he gets because of the few people that push his buttons. I think they take away his vision from seeing the amount of people that love Egghead. Even when, like, Honest Red gets, like, half the votes in a match, a lot of those votes are people voting for Honest Red just to see you get triggered.
I forgot to take down the Jeff Holodox thing that Jeff had me put up. You notice that there?
Yeah, I didn't notice until just now.
Yeah. Let's see. Kabam. I just noticed that.
Was that there last night too?
Yes, I think it was. But we didn't use this scene last night.
We didn't, did we? Maybe a couple times. Maybe.
Yeah, dude, you inspire these hilarious memes that everyone loves. I mean, that's amazing.
Dick Penisman says, Billy, have you ever met Andy Milonakis? He's on my album Old Fashioned, available on iTunes and Spotify. Him and I did a song together called Jokes on You. You might like it. Andy is a sweet boy.
All right, we are going to go to Patreon right now. Everyone should join us there. We will see you there in just a moment after I change this thing over here. All right, we will see you there. Good night, everybody.